Welcome back to Terraria Minus Two, the crazy series where I have the restriction that I cannot use any damage items that contain the letter P or the letter D, because I just like crazy challenges. I have done a bit off camera since the last episode. Let's try to quickly review. On the map you could see that I had explored more of the jungle, and in there I managed to find a couple more life crystals, and so now I'm up to a maximum life of 400, which is great. I also found, perhaps most interestingly, a bomb statue, which means I can generate infinite bombs, which is super great, both because it saves me some money and it just makes me more free to doing a whole lot of crazy bombing things out. And so at this point I have a pretty nice elevator that goes down to the bottom that I've been doing some refining of, and also started doing some more exploring down in the underworld. And I found at least one shadow chest, except for I didn't have my shadow key when I went down there, and so I haven't opened it up yet. And I think there's actually one good weapon that we can find in the underworld that we could actually use, so I would definitely like to do that. But while I was doing that, I was also going on fishing quests each day to improve my fishing power, and the thing that actually improved my fishing power is a traveling merchant came by and was selling Sitting Duck's fishing pole, which has 40% fishing power. And so that has improved my fishing power a whole lot. And as a result, I think we have a shot at getting the Reaver shark. One of the crazy fishing quest rewards I got was a mermaid outfit, which I just put on a mannequin over here that looks like that. And so I wanted to show that off. And I made the sawmill just so that I could make the mannequin to put the mermaid outfit on. But I think what I would like to do today is spend some time fishing in the ocean now that we have good fishing power. I also got the angler hat as a reward, a fishing reward from completing some fishing challenges. And so I think we might be able to fish up the Reaver shark, which is a pickaxe that I could actually use. So that's one thing that I would like to do. And the other thing is definitely go explore the underworld a bit more and try to open some shadow chests. So let me get some inventory together and... ooh, let's check out what the traveling merchant has today, actually. Looks like he's just over here. I don't know if there's anything else that I really want from a traveling merchant, but they sell some crazy stuff, and so let's at least take a quick look. Some vanity items, some things that I don't really need. Nope, alright, I'll meet you guys in a bit. One other thing that I've done is I've gone ahead and started creating an artificial jungle biome over here, because eventually I will want that for collecting life fruit once we get into hard mode. But for now, it's just starting to spread over there. I also created a mushroom biome on the surface. Not so much because I need the glowing mushrooms, because I don't think I'm ever going to need that many of them, but mostly so that I had a mushroom biome that I could go fishing in for whenever I have fishing quests that require that. I'll show that next time I'm back up on the surface. But for now, let's head down to the underworld. I've got the shadow key in my inventory, and we can go try to unlock some chests. Oh look, it's the nymph! One other thing that I've done is I've started doing a little bit more reforging now that I can save the money on bombs, and so you'll see I've got an agile rockfish. I spent a lot of time reforging it, and agile isn't all that great, but I wasn't willing to spend more than like 20 gold on it. But in any case, my primary melee weapon is a little bit faster now. And I don't remember exactly where, but somewhere over to the right, there is a shadow chest that I found in the underworld. So I'm going to try to find that one, and then we'll keep exploring a little bit farther, because I think the Flower of Fire, I believe, is the name of the magic weapon that does a lot of damage and does not contain the letter D or the letter P. Sadly, I've killed a number of demons, and I've managed to get a number of demon scythes, which start with the letter D, and, but unfortunately, yeah, it's a great weapon, but since it starts with a D, I can't use it. And yeah, obviously I've made some bridges over here, down here as well. Alright, I'll meet you guys once we get to a shadow chest, and we'll see what kind of loot we get. Okay, here's the shadow chest. Let's see what we've got. Zealous Sun Fury. No P, no D, 33 melee damage. I'd forgotten about this weapon. That's one that I can use, right? Just triple checking, because it would be a shame if I broke the rules. Okay, and I will do loot all in here. Some of that stuff I'll need to sell. That is great. And yeah, does this have like a fair bit of range on it? Yeah, that'll be a good weapon. I think it sets guys on fire too. I guess most of the guys in the underworld here will be immune to fire. But next time I'm upstairs, we'll try using this on some guys. But that's great. Something that actually deals more damage. Ooh, there's a voodoo demon over here, and there's lava around. And so let's make sure, okay, that we kill this guy inside, great, somewhere, where the guide voodoo doll is not going to fall in the lava. Otherwise, we will summon the wall of flesh, and I will die. So far, I've been pretty good about that. Some places I've been building bridges to make sure the lava's all covered up, and in other places I've just been using my Spectre boots to just kind of fly over the lava, kind of without a whole lot of rhyme or reason. And so far, it hasn't gone badly. I'm usually pretty good at seeing if we've got any voodoo demons coming up that I need to be careful of, but that's always a worry. Can't remember if that's ever happened to me before. Just kind of like accidentally summoning the wall of flesh. I don't know why it only just occurred to me, but I probably have all the ingredients I need to make some obsidian skin potions, and that would, ouch, make things far less dangerous for me down here. I'm actually doing a very good job staying alive regardless, but nevertheless, that would have been a good buff potion to use before I got down here. Oh well, I will try to remember that for next time. Alright, well I spent the rest of the day exploring the underworld and haven't managed to find any more shadow chests. And I see that it just crossed 4:30 a.m., which means it's time to go back upstairs and head on a fishing quest. And so, assuming I don't see a shadow chest right here, which I do not, I'll grab this fire blossom, and then we will magic mirror back home. Zing! And see what kind of fishing quest we have for today, and then regardless, after we finish it, Dirtfish, Forest Lake. I might have one of those already. I do not, but that'll be a really easy fishing quest. I'm gonna grab a couple of fishing potions. I won't need to use them for this fishing quest. I'm gonna go grab a dirtfish from, I've got a forest lake somewhere nearby. Yeah, right over here. But then we're gonna head to the ocean and see if we can get our hands on the Reaver shark. Oh, and as I'm headed over here, here is the artificial mushroom biome that I created just by taking some mud and planting a couple of mushroom grass seeds along there. And it's next to a little lake over there, so that if I need to go fishing for, I think it's like an Amanita fungfin or something is one of the fishing quest fishes that you can only fish in a mushroom biome, then that's the location I use to try to go fishing for that. I actually just made the mushroom biome recently, and so I haven't actually had an opportunity to go fishing in it to make sure that it works. But in any case, here is a nice forest lake, and I should put on the angler hat and the tackle box, which will, the tackle box means I'm less likely to consume bait, and the angler hat gives me extra fishing power, which makes me more likely to catch good things. And so it'll probably only take like 5 fishes or something in order to get the dirt fish that I'm looking for, and I'll get at least 1 extra just so I can put it in my fishing quest box. But yeah, I feel like there's a few inflection points, kind of big turning points in this particular Let's Play restriction, no P's and D's thing that I'm doing. One of the first was getting the Demolitionist in order to be able to purchase bombs, because that unlocks a whole lot. Then fishing up the rockfish, which ended up being a great melee weapon for a long period of time. There's my first dirtfish, so I will drop it out of my inventory so I can pick up one more while I'm here. Save it up the next time it comes up as a fishing quest. Yeah, after that, obviously I recently got the bomb statue, which was huge. Getting enough gold that I could buy this fishing pole I think will be pretty big, because then the Reaver shark is going to be the next really big turning point, because finally having a pickaxe will be great. My understanding is if you have a fishing power of 50%, then the Reaver shark is a 1 in 100 chance catch. And so I think if I grab some fishing potions, I think with some fishing potions and the angler hat, we will have even better chances than that. Alright, we got 2 dirt fishes. So let's go ahead and bring them back home. But yeah, I really like the fact that they added fishing to this game, and it gave kind of an alternative way to get a bunch of things. Journeyman bait. Angler earring. Oh, hey, we got another great. Increases fishing skill. Okay, so that's another thing that we can use to improve our fishing power. But yeah, I feel like the fishing adds a whole new way that you can get at some of the items that normally you wouldn't be able to get if you were playing under other various restrictions. And so it gives me a whole lot more flexibility to do crazy things. Oh, I got an obsidian skin potion from one of the, I guess, chests down in the underworld, and I didn't even notice. Let me drop a few more inventory things, then we'll head over to the ocean. Oh, another thing that I did that I forgot to mention is I built a sky bridge over here. Both because I don't need the meteorite, and because this just makes it a whole lot easier to travel over to the ocean. And I figure I might be doing this trek a number of times, simply because, yeah, even if it's like a better than a 1 in 100%, 1 in 100 chance of catching a Reaver shark, I can imagine it might be a few days and a few fishing potions worth of fishing in order to get lucky enough to get it. And so, yeah, I'm basically, I guess if I can zoom out on the map over here, yeah, just we went over the dungeon and some of the corruption, and yeah, this just makes it a whole lot faster to get over to the ocean. And over here at the ocean, I forgot to point it out, but I had a piggy bank at home, and I have a piggy bank here, and basically as I was catching fish at the ocean, I was putting them in the piggy bank as a way to catch extras. But let's go ahead and put on these fishing things. Oh, I already have the angler hat on. And let's take a fishing potion. Oh no! That I stacked back in the box. Darn it, darn it. Alright, without a fishing potion, I still have a decent shot. I don't remember, like, how much fishing power a fishing potion gives, but I'm just gonna sit here and fish for a bit and see if we get lucky and get the Reaver shark. Well, if you've ever wondered what kind of inventory you have after you've spent all day at the ocean fishing, I've got an answer for you. Looks like this: frog leg, swordfish, sawtooth swordfish, couple of iron crates, zephyrfish, which I think is a pet, shrimp, red snapper, trout, tuna, but still no Reaver shark. And so until I start getting attacked by zombies, I'm going to continue fishing out here. I've been fishing out here for a while, and I've hardly gotten attacked by any monsters, just 2 zombies. It makes me wonder if there's, like, a whole bunch of crabs that are just, like, sitting on the bottom of the ocean right here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And so they're kind of, like, taking up the spawn cap. Alright, well that ended up being very fortunate for me, from the point of view of I was able to do that without being harassed by monsters. But I haven't had any luck, and I'm using up all of my good bait. And so I think we will just have to say that today was not my day for fishing. We'll come back with fishing potions at some point. And in the meantime, we still managed to fish up a bunch of fish that will, right now I have no gold coins, that will earn me some money. So let's sell that, and that, and that, and that, and all these tuna, and all these trout, and all of these red snapper, and the pet, and the shrimp, and that swordfish, and just like that, 15 gold. So still a very productive outing. Even though, oh, another meteorite has landed. Fascinating. Even though I didn't get the thing I was looking for. Alright, it'll soon be a fresh day, and I'll go on another fishing quest, and we'll see what happens. Aha! And as I suspected, this weapon can set enemies on fire, which is pretty cool. Nice little added bonus of the Zealous Sun Fury. Here's what I like to see, a fishing quest that I can do simply by taking a fish that I've already fished out previously out of the box. Quest! Apprentice bait, fishing potion. Thank you very much. Alright, and so now I'm up to 8 fishing potions. We're gonna go back to the ocean once again today. Reaver shark! Wow, that was my 4th catch after using a fishing potion. And do I even want to go after anything else? I've never had this item before. 16 melee damage, 100% pickaxe power. This is amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and get that thing on the bar. Yeah, I think I'm happy to waste the rest of the fishing potion. Let's try this thing out. Reaver shark. So once again, it does not contain a P or a D. And so despite being a pickaxe, I can harvest sand. And so many things. I can get my potion farm going now and actually harvest plants. That will be great. And I guess while I'm over here at the ocean... Oh, why am I moving so slowly? It's because I have all my fishing gear on, which I don't need on anymore. While I'm over here, let's quickly see if we can kill some sharks and possibly get super lucky with one of the shark drops. And I would actually like to get some coral now that I can harvest that as well with the Reaver shark. and it does some melee damage. Oh, I'm gonna drown under here. Alright, I picked up a little bit of coral. I think that'll be useful for some kind of potions or something in the future. Let's just go ahead and teleport back home. Alright, this is a huge turning point. Of course, none of my plants are blooming right now. I wanted to harvest some of them. Let's see, what is something else that I've always wanted to do once I had a pickaxe? Let's... Oh, let's do this. Let's break this rock that's been here for forever and been preventing me from planting a tree right here. Hooray! It's the smallest things in life. Oh, here's another thing I've been wanting to do. I can clean up these ropes that I accidentally placed. Oh, that is so great. Oh, baby, baby, baby. This changes everything. Alright, the Reaver shark. Let me get my bearings and figure out what I want to do next. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my little drop shaft a little bit easier to kind of get down through. Let's still leave some light here. And then I would like to increase the size of my future jungle life fruit farm over here. And now I can actually hollow this area out a bit more without worrying about having water break in. Oh, this is going to be so great. And apparently this pick, it's like even better than like the molten pickaxe. It's like the best free hard mode pick that you can get. Is my understanding. It seems reasonably fast, and I guess it can harvest like even like cobalt and palladium in hard mode, and so that sounds pretty amazing to me. In any case, I'm going to flesh this area out a bit better. Okay, and just like that, I've polished up this area. We'll have a much bigger area to harvest life fruit in the future. So that is super great. Oh man, having a pickaxe. It was hard to do when I had to use bombs to carve everything out and I couldn't do any kind of precise work. I think I'm going to do some more cleaning up of my tunnels and try to find places like right over here. Let's go ahead and cover that up and yeah, just break some of those blocks down here and kind of smooth out a bit of this whole would-be elevator. It's Tim! Hey, Tim. Nice to see you. I can gather obsidian quickly and easily. Oh! And I just thought of something that I can actually use that's made of Hellstone, so let's go get some of that. I decided I was going to come home and get an obsidian skin potion, but look at this! I can harvest and replant Moonglow. Hooray! Alright, I'm going to use an obsidian skin potion. And then start mining some Hellstone and see how much I can get in the 4 minutes. Okay, the obsidian skin potion is going to run out shortly, but I've just been under lava mining Hellstone continually. And I think now would be a good time to get the heck out of here, but I managed to get 225 Hellstone, which is just awesome. Ooh, I was on fire there for a minute. Fascinating. It might have been that one of those guys' fireballs managed to get me. And then I believe I have some obsidian that ended up getting stored away, oops, in this chest somewhere. Yes, there's my obsidian. And so I can smelt some Hellstone into Hellstone bars. And let's hold on to 40 obsidian in case I need them for anything else. But then with Hellstone bars, I could always make... well, for one, yeah, right, I could make the molten armor. Duh, which is something I want, but the imp staff... Oh! I was thinking the imp staff would be great. I could finally have summon damage. It contains a P. Imp! I forgot all about that. And Phoenix Blaster starts with a P. Well darn. And Greatsword ends in a D, and Pickaxe obviously has a P. Molten Fury is a better bow. I could do that one, perhaps. I was getting excited about the Imp Staff, though. Well, definitely the armor, 20, 30, 45. Yeah, I could make the full suit of armor, and so I should probably do that, because that would be very useful and increase my overall defense. Alright, so that's good. Let's make some of that. I'm actually going to leave the armor in a chest for now, because I think pre-hard mode I've been surviving just fine. and I prefer the extra movement speed and melee speed of this particular armor set, but definitely when we get into hard mode, and even for fighting the wall of flesh probably, I'll want to have the extra armor, so I've got that made. What to do next? I decided that the next thing I'll do is just harvest some clay so that I can make some more clay pots, and get the rest of my potions all ready to go, so that I have plenty of good potions for when hard mode comes around. You know what just occurred to me? I was coming over here to bomb out some clay. There's a chest right there. You know what I can do to that chest? I can pick it up with the Reaver Shark. More chests without having to craft them out of iron ore, which was previously hard to get. That is another big bonus of having a pickaxe. Hooray! And just like that, I finally have a separate potion ingredients chest, which is just amazing. I've got all kinds of potion ingredients planted over here. Still don't have any fire blossom planted, but I have managed to harvest, 16 of them already from the underworld. So I don't know that I necessarily need to grow all that many of those. But then that separates my potion ingredients chest from my potions chest over here, which I can now organize a bit more and start brewing some potions. This is gonna be great.